The first scream came before the front door even opened. "Emma, he's here!" Mrs. Carter shouted as she ran through the house, almost dropping the tray of drinks in her hands. "Everyone, please act normal." But no one in the Carter family was acting normal. Emma Carter, the oldest daughter, stood in front of the mirror upstairs, fixing her dress for the 10th time. Her hands shook badly. "Do I look okay?" she whispered. Her younger sister Livy stood behind her and smiled. "You look beautiful." Emma turned and grabbed Lily's hand. "What if he doesn't like me?" Lily laughed softly. "He came here to propose to you. Of course he'll like you." Emma nodded, but fear stayed in her eyes. Downstairs, a car pulled into the driveway. Mrs. Carter gasped. "He's here!" And just like that, the night that was meant to bring joy into the Carter family became the night everything began to fall apart. Daniel Hayes stepped into the house looking calm, tall, and confident. He wore a black suit, and his smile was warm enough to make everyone feel at ease. Everyone except Emma. She stood frozen near the stairs. Mrs. Carter quickly introduced them. "Daniel, this is our daughter Emma." Daniel turned toward Emma and smiled politely. Then his eyes moved, past Emma, to Lily. And for one strange second, the whole room felt still. Lily stood near the dining table holding a plate of snacks. Her curly brown hair fell over one shoulder and her eyes widened when Daniel looked at her. Something passed between them, quick, sharp, like lightning. Then it was gone. Daniel looked back at Emma, but Lily's stomach twisted. And somehow, she knew he had felt it too. Dinner was awkward. Emma kept trying to talk to Daniel, but every answer he gave was short. Polite, but short. Yet when Lily accidentally dropped her fork and bent down to pick it up, Daniel was the first one to help. Their hands touched. Both froze, then pulled away quickly. Emma noticed. Her smile faded for only a second. "Thank you," Lily whispered. Daniel nodded, unable to look away from her. That night, after dinner, while everyone was in the living room talking, Lily stepped outside to get fresh air. She stood on the porch, breathing deeply. Then she heard footsteps behind her. She turned. "Daniel." "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "For what?" He looked troubled. "For coming here tonight and making things harder than they should be." Lily frowned. "What do you mean?" Daniel stared at her, then said the words neither of them wanted to hear. "I can't stop thinking about you." Lily's breath caught. "No," she whispered quickly. "Don't say that." "But I do." She stepped back. "You came here for Emma." "I know." "She likes you." "I know." Tears filled Lily's eyes. "Then forget this happened." Daniel stared at her in pain, then nodded slowly. "You're right." He turned and walked away. But both of them knew one terrible truth. It was already too late. The next few weeks became torture. Daniel kept visiting the house to spend time with Emma, but every time he came, his eyes searched for Lily. Every time Lily entered the room, her heart raced. They barely spoke, barely looked at each other, but the feeling between them grew stronger, and Emma began to notice. One rainy evening, the family gathered for dinner again. Emma smiled brightly. "Daniel and I are going to announce our engagement next week." The room exploded in cheers. Everyone smiled, except Lily. She forced herself to clap, but her chest hurt so badly she could barely breathe. She stood suddenly. "Excuse me," then rushed upstairs. Daniel watched her go, his face pale. Later that night, Lily sat crying in her room when there was a soft knock at the door. She opened it. Daniel stood there. "You can't be here," she whispered. "I had to see you." "No." He stepped closer. "I love you." Her whole body froze. "I love you, Lily." She covered her mouth. "No, please don't say that." "But it's true." She shook her head wildly.
Emma will hate me. I don't care. I do. He grabbed her hands. Run away with me. Her eyes widened. What? We can leave tonight. She stared at him shocked. Then, the bedroom door swung open. Emma stood there, her face white as snow, her eyes filled with horror. Silence. Heavy. Deadly. Emma's voice came out in a whisper. Run away with you? Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. Emma looked from Daniel to Lily, and suddenly she understood everything. Everything. The stolen glances, the awkward silence, the pain in Lily's eyes every time Daniel visited. Her voice broke. You love her? Daniel said nothing. Emma screamed. You love her? Mrs. Carter and Mr. Carter rushed upstairs. What is happening? Mrs. Carter cried. Emma pointed with shaking hands. They betrayed me. Lily burst into tears. Emma, please. Don't touch me. Emma backed away like Lily was poison. You stole him from me. No, I never wanted this. You liar. Mrs. Carter stared in shock. Lily, is this true? Lily couldn't speak. Daniel stepped forward. This is my fault. Mr. Carter's face darkened with rage. You came to marry one daughter and chase the other? Get out of my house. Sir, get out. Daniel left, but the damage stayed behind, and the Carter family broke apart that night. Emma refused to speak to Lily. Days turned into weeks. Every time Lily entered a room, Emma walked out. Mrs. Carter cried every night. Mr. Carter barely looked at Lily. The house became cold, silent, painful. Then one night, Emma disappeared. Her room was empty. Her phone was left behind, and on her bed was a note. I can't stay here anymore. Mrs. Carter screamed. Mr. Carter called the police. Lily felt sick with fear. She's gone because of me, she whispered. The whole town searched through the night. Rain poured. Police cars flashed everywhere. Then finally, at 2 a.m., Daniel called. I know where she is. They found Emma standing on an old bridge outside town, crying alone in the rain. Lily ran to her. Emma! Emma turned, tears pouring down her face. Why? She sobbed. Why him? Lily cried too. I never meant for this to happen. Emma's voice cracked. Was I not enough? That question shattered Lily. No, don't ever think that. Then why didn't he choose me? Lily had no answer. Emma broke down crying, and for the first time in weeks, Lily hugged Emma, and Emma didn't pull away. Months passed. Time slowly healed what anger could not. Emma forgave Lily, though the hurt never fully disappeared. She learned the truth. Lily never chased Daniel. Daniel never meant to hurt anyone. Feelings had simply gone where no one wanted them to go. Daniel stayed away for months out of respect. Until one day, Mr. Carter knocked on Lily's bedroom door. He's outside, he said. Lily froze. He wants to speak to you. She walked outside nervously. Daniel stood waiting. I told myself if your family never forgave me, I would stay gone, he said softly. But I had to ask one last time. He stepped closer. I love you, Lily. Still, every day. Tears filled her eyes. And if your answer is no, I'll leave forever. She stared at him, then smiled through tears. My answer is yes. He kissed her forehead gently, and behind the window upstairs, Emma watched, her face unreadable. Then slowly, she smiled. A sad smile, but a real one. Because sometimes love hurts. Sometimes it comes at the wrong time. Sometimes it chooses the wrong place. But in the end, the heart wants who it wants, even when it changes everything.